Well, hello everybody, it is Carissa and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a super excited one because I am sharing with you guys something really amazing that happened to me, how I did it. You're gonna get all the cheeks and treats. I don't know what I'm saying out of my mouth right now. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys how I manifested the perfect job for my dreams. Now you're probably thinking, what does that mean? Did you get your dream job? Or like, what is the perfect job? Well, guess what? We're gonna talk about it in this video, so don't forget to give it a thumbs up and then subscribe if you are interested in more videos like this or want to check out any of my other videos. Please support your girl living the dream over here, okay? So I don't really want to make too much of an intro for this video. I just want to get right into it because it might be a full 15-minute one. So let's get started. So today I'm going to be talking about how I manifest the perfect job to make my dreams come true. Now what I mean by that is I currently have 15,000 followers on Instagram along with 2,100 subscribers here on YouTube. I'm so thankful for everything that I have and how far I have come in my social media job career. Yeah, I worked really hard and I was so consistent and it ended up paying off for me, especially in the last month. What I've been doing in the last month is pretty crazy and I wasn't sure if it was actually going to really happen, but it did. I manifested my perfect job to make my dreams come true. So just to give you just a little bit of a backstory, basically I worked at a beauty supply store about a year ago. When I started my Instagram, I thought that I wanted to be a makeup artist. Makeup is really the only thing that I knew that I had self-taught myself other than editing, and I was like, let me put the two together and make an Instagram and try to make something out of this. About 10,000 followers by doing this, just being very consistent. I was filming a makeup tutorial every day, editing a makeup tutorial every day, and uploading a makeup tutorial every day. Now the issue with that is that I got so burnt out from it. I ended up hating makeup, not because of makeup itself, but just because I had to do it every single day and I was getting tired of it. I didn't know what else to put out. I felt like when I did makeup, it didn't really hit me in here. It was more like I'm pretty and everybody can look at me. So it was one day when I realized that I was really passionate about something else, that being self-care and fitness. Now the issue that I have always had with YouTube and Instagram is that I'm a multi-passionate person, so I always feel like I want to be doing a bunch of different niches, and everybody always says stick to one niche. So I felt obligated to stick with one. So I always stuck with the makeup because it got me to 10,000. So I thought that maybe it would just end up working out. I don't really know. And it was one day when I sat myself down and I thought to myself, what do you want to do with this? If you're gonna do makeup, what do you want to do with this? And I was like, I have no freaking idea. So I started brainstorming, well, what are some other things that you could do that could actually help other people? Because there are so many different makeup artists out there that can teach you how to do makeup probably better than I could. So what is something that I feel like I could really stand out and do? This is when I started to get into fitness and self-care, and my heart just instantly clicked with it and I loved it. I lost 50 pounds in 8 months. If you haven't seen that video, I have my fitness journey up as well as how I lost 50 pounds in 8 months doing Whitney Simmons workouts. I will definitely link those down below for you guys. But I just started to really get into fitness and really get into self-care, and I say this all the time in literally every single one of my videos. You can't get your body right until you get your mind right. So it was really important to me to incorporate self-care with the fitness to achieve what I really wanted, which was to help other people who were dealing with the same mental illnesses as me, as well as trying to make a difference in their health. So going back to the job that I worked at, I was not happy there. It got to a point where I was so miserable, did not want to go in anymore. And it wasn't because I hated the job, kind of. It was more so because, one, I felt like I wasn't being challenged there. I am a person who really loves to be challenged and I want to work my way up. And when I feel like I've worked to where the capacity is and I can't go up any further, I'm like, okay, what's next? So that was my first issue. My second issue was that I was trying to make it work so that I could be consistent on my Instagram and my YouTube. So I changed my availability to 3 days a week, open to close, which they opened at 10 a.m. and they closed at 9 p.m. And I would work 3 days a week doing that, and I couldn't ever get things right because that was 3 days that I just wasn't on my YouTube or wasn't on my Instagram, and it wasn't working out. The job itself isn't extremely busy, so I was extremely bored a lot of the time just cleaning and organizing, which can be fun, but not fun if you're doing it for 10.5 hours straight. So I sat down with my boyfriend and I said, I need to make a change. I'm so unhappy and so unmotivated, and I have goals in life, and I'm not going to achieve those goals if I'm at this job. I started to really get into manifestation and the law of attraction, and I did a few steps to make this dream happen. So the first thing that I started doing for the entire month was writing in my affirmation journal. Now, I am personally someone who always thought that affirmation journals were a bunch of bullshit, and once I got into meditation, I was like, well, I used to think that meditation was a bunch of bullshit, but once I started to meditate, I saw the big difference that it made in my body and my mind. So I was like, let me just try out this affirmation thing. At this point, I am ready to do anything if it means that I can make a big change in my life. I love change. I feel like change is something that needs to be happened in order to move forward with your life, and I was ready for a change, my friends. So I decided to write in my affirmation journal. Now, if you don't know what an affirmation journal is, basically it's a journal that you write in and you write your dream life. It's kind of like a dream journal. You basically portray your life as if it's already where you want it to be. For instance, I wrote in my journal that I wanted to get a job that would work very well with my social media so that I could still do my social media full time, but also make the bills. And I also wanted a job that was going to supply me with a challenge. I wanted to be challenged, but also have a good time. I didn't want to be bored. I wanted to be busy and I wanted to be productive, and that's what I was writing in my journal. Basically, I would act as if I already had that job and how much I was appreciative of that job, how much I loved it, what I loved about it, all that stuff. So that is when Justin's mom told me that there's a job opportunity, a administration job that I would be doing 5 days a week from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Not only would I have the weekends off with my boyfriend because he works Monday through Friday, but I would be off at 2 p.m. every single day to be able to come here and film for you guys and edit and be on my social media and try to grow it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want this so bad. This is the job that I want. I'm going to get it. So I started to write in my affirmation journal every single morning. It's the first thing that I would do after I wrote in my gratitude journal. I would write in my affirmation journal and I would be like, I love my new job at blank. I get paid this amount an hour. I love my coworkers. It is such a great job and helps me grow my Instagram and my YouTube, blah, 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 blah. So again, I just wrote in those affirmation journals every single day. So I ended up scoring an interview and I was so excited, literally prepped for this interview because I was like, although I can write my affirmation journal every day, I have to be prepared. You know, you don't just get things from writing in affirmation journals or meditating or having the mindset that you're going to get it. You also have to put out the work. So I did a lot of studying. I did practice interviews in my head. The interview ended up going great and I was like, I'm absolutely going to get in this job. Wrote in my affirmation journal every day, made sure that I meditated, and every single day I made a consistent effort to have the most positive vibe going on. So every day I made sure that I wasn't having a bad day. I made sure that I was taking care of my body and I was taking care of my mind, because it is so important that I stayed positive so that this entire process could just be a positive one. She told me that it would be about a week before I heard back, and a week had gone by and a little part of me was getting a little bit nervous. So I stepped it up to the next notch, and so I decided to do something crazy. A week had gone by and I said to myself, I will not let myself be unhappy here at this job, and I'm going to chase my dreams. Whether I get this job or not, I'm going to make a change right now because that is what I wanted to do. So I decided to quit my job without having another one in hand. Mind you, I have bills to pay. I was very scared and I almost stopped sending the email to my boss like 5 different times, but I finally did it. I pushed send, and it was the best decision I could have ever made. The day after I put in my resignation, I made a YouTube video. That YouTube video ended up being extremely popular. It was my how I lost 50 pounds in 8 months using Whitney Simmons workouts. She not only saw the video, she reposted the video on her Instagram story, commented on the video. Literally, I was shook. So I had done this crazy thing. I quit this job and then I put out a video the next day that I honestly didn't even think was going to get a lot of views. And right now I think it's up to 4,000 views as well, which is way more than what I usually get. And I gained over 1,000 followers on my Instagram, and I gained 300 subscribers here on YouTube. Now I know to a lot of people maybe that's not a lot, but that was a huge step for me. In a way, to me, that was the universe speaking to me saying, you made the right decision. Your dreams are going to come true. So that is when I knew I'm just gonna keep being positive and I will get this job. I will absolutely get this job. And I was a little nervous because I know that I'll be able to make my bills as well as save money if I'm part-time, but it would really depend on the amount of money that I was getting an hour. However, I told myself, you're working part-time because you are going to take your social media seriously and you're gonna make this dream job work. So basically what I did, I kept writing in my affirmation journals. I would meditate, I would do mindful meditation, I would do law of attraction meditation to kind of attract the positivity and get back what I was sending out to the universe. So about a week and a half goes by and I'm honestly still feeling good. Writing in my affirmation journal, being the best me that I can be, I felt so good that I quit the job, and my Instagram and my YouTube still to this day are just keep growing and growing and growing, which is just a reminder that everything is happening for the right reasons. Everything that I did, all the decisions that I have made to have a big change in my life have absolutely worked out for me. So then, yesterday, I get a call and I got the job. And to make it even better, which to some people this might not be better, to me it was better, I'm only working 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then I have the entire rest of the day to work on my dream. This is absolutely the perfect job to make my dreams come true. And to make it even better, your girl's getting paid $2 more than I was before. That is so crazy. Not only am I having a more responsible job, I'm going to be challenged. I get to wear business outfits, which is just, I'm so excited. And then I also get paid $2 more an hour and I work less. I was so excited. I literally ran to my boyfriend and I was like, my affirmation journals worked. I was so excited. And you know, I know there's a lot of people who kind of think that this is just juju bullshit and, you know, it's not real, but hope is real. Hope is so real. And if you have the mindset that you are going to accomplish things, it's gonna work. Law of attraction, manifestation, it's all just psychology. It really is. And if you just study it, you try to manifest things in your life, it will work out for you. It may not happen in a blink of an eye, but I'm so much more of a positive person ever since I started studying the law of attraction and manifestation. Everything that has been happening in my life is literally just, it's all setting into place better than it ever has before. And I'm so grateful and so happy with all the opportunities that I have been given within the last month from doing this. And I had always kind of dipped into law of attraction and manifestation, but I never took it extremely seriously until about a month ago. And just a month of studying it and just a month of really trying to embrace it, I already found such big changes. I'm literally getting paid the same amount that I was getting paid at my previous job, but it's for less than half of the hours that I was working at that job. I'm so excited. I am so grateful. I'm so ready to create more content for you guys. And I just want you guys to know that you can achieve anything in life that you want. I now manifested the perfect job to make my dreams come true. So now I'm going to manifest my dreams to come true. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this little video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and then subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. Please comment down below any things that you have manifested in your life or any tips and tricks that you have for manifesting or the law of attraction. I totally want to know. I'm kind of a newbie still, but I'm clearly doing something right. That is it for today's video. I hope that you guys have a zenful day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.